You ever find yourself making the same mistake over and over and over again? Getting with the same type of person, ending a relationship the same way, and life keeps on serving you the same lesson over and over, and you just keep on clearing your plate and saying, "I'll have one more, please," like it's an all-you-can-eat buffet? Well, you're not alone. The most important lessons in life will find their way back to you over and over and over, and eventually it's going to cost you something so important. You figure it out when the loss is small. You don't wait until the loss is something significant or someone significant. You know, for being the smartest species on the planet, we're pretty stupid. And I believe also that I had a lesson that by the time I finally learned it, the price was unimaginably high. The loss was significant. The price that you pay for that lesson, because everything costs, is exponentially higher every single time. Meaning every time you don't get it, you end up losing. And these things are often not out of malice. They're not even always fully conscious actions. In my case, it was a survival skill that served me as a child, no longer served me as an adult. Growing up, the most important thing is our caregivers, our parents, our grandparents, our aunts, uncles, whoever is in charge of taking care of us. And if those relationships change often, or they're not perfect, or they're not sufficient in some way, or there's things like drugs, violence, like all these contributing factors that harm attachments in children, if those things are present, children adapt and they learn how to obtain that attachment through whatever means necessary. So you learn in childhood that some things just aren't safe. Some things would result in a loss or decrease in primary attachment, or abandonment, neglect, abuse, all sorts of different things. So instead of things like being able to be radically honest or have amazing boundaries and describe them clearly and enforce them, all these things, instead of doing those, maybe difficult conversations are avoided. Maybe you soften truth. Maybe you delay hard conversations. And you really go through life mitigating everything to protect everyone's feelings. The tragedy is that that strategy for me, while it worked well to protect me as a child, throughout adulthood, it just comes off as dishonesty. Trauma doesn't always affect people in the same way. And sometimes it makes us so afraid of hurting people's feelings that we end up hurting people's feelings. You know what they say? A friend to all is a friend to none. So remember, healing, it's about trusting that love enough and being brave enough to tell the truth. Because you can handle other people's disappointment. And it is not your responsibility to keep everyone happy.